Okay.
Ta-da! I lied about not doing drunk asks. Which you only know if you watched the video that I'm uploading right now. Is this slightly askew?
Well, fix it then.
Then fix it, dear Liza, dear Liza, dear Liza. Then fix it, dear Liza, dear Liza. Fix it. With what shall I fix it, dear Henry, dear Henry? With what shall I fix it, dear Henry? With what? With a straw, dear Liza, dear Liza, dear Liza. Right, I have the questions.
I just let that go on for Kat. It's fine.
There's better examples of me singing.
That's true.
Oh no! God damn it, Emily!
I have no idea what Emily asked yet.
First question.
Wait. We haven't even done an intro?
Do we need to do an intro, or we just assume that people are going to follow up from the previous video?
Okay, people
right, people
don't even know what the previous video was, and they don't know who Randy is.
This is Randy.
Hi.
They are like the younger sibling that my parents didn't give me. So the internet, I'm sorry, not the internet, the universe said, fuck you, Devin, you need a younger sibling. And I was like, I already have a younger sibling. Universe.
It's like, no, you
And
need
the universe was like, okay, well, they're going to be friends too.
We are.
Yeah, Randy is also friends with
her and Marco. And tell her hi and say how my trip went.
But who doesn't like your siblings?
My siblings are awesome.
This
like,
is
that's
very
just
true. I don't know. Have you met Moira?
A scientific fact
like
of the fucking universe.
Like at your wedding?
Right.
Yeah,
and
no.
You would like one.
My siblings are pretty cool. Pretty fucking cool. I am easily the most annoying member of my family. No, I'm sorry. The most annoying child of my family. Okay, so we are going to do drunk asks, wherein you, the internet, send us questions and we answer them all
drunk. Oh, where's my drink? I'll be back.
Morgan, can you make me a little bit more of a drink?
Sandwiches.
I'm gonna go apparently make drinks for a minute.
Do we need to pause? We're gonna pause.
All right,
and back from pause.
Actually, with drinks.
Yeah, drink refills.
So we're going to ask some questions and then answer them, because that's how questions work, if you weren't familiar with the function of questions. Our first question, I shouldn't have eaten. I ate one of the Nerds candy corn, and now my mouth is watering.
You should have had me fix you a drink, too.
I should have, but I didn't. Should have, but didn't. Our first question comes
why
from...
do you have to say that? Because it always gets the stupid song stuck in my head from the Great Race.
I don't know what song that is.
You shouldn't have had a swing on me. And, I don't know. Natalie Wood sings it in the Great Race.
Okay.
I think it's Natalie Wood that sings it.
It's a Simpsons reference when I say it, but...
Oh. Yeah, I just know the Simpsons reference.
See? Should have, but did not. Question 1 that I just saw from Emily. And by just saw, I mean before the pause. And this is really, I will say this is going to be a difficult question for all three of us.
Probably.
Oh, no.
But it was specifically aimed originally at me. Favorite D&D class that's not charisma based. Right? What you need to understand is basically every D&D party I run in, we are charisma whores.
I built a fighter last night that was also a charisma horror.
Fighter that's a charisma horror. Randy usually plays sorcerers. I frequently play warlocks or bards.
Yeah. I'm a sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
Assassin rogue.
Okay, so you've got assassin rogue.
Yeah. Yeah, Dex, rogue. Here we go. I can answer this question. It still hurts.
It still hurts. It hurts. It cuts to the quick, man.
Hurts.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Emily.
I just came to have a good time, and I'm feeling attacked right now.
Morgan, your answer.
I said rogue.
Rogue. Okay, Randy, answer.
Okay, so I have a couple different answers for this.
Of course he does.
I'm a huge fucking nerd.
What?
So
Get out of this house. There's no nerds in this house.
That what was a
Except-
little loud for the fact that it's after midnight.
battle clerics. Battle
Inside
clerics are always,
voices.
I think, are really fun.
Battle clerics are fun.
And also, I recently played my first Circle of the Mood Druid, and I'm having a kick-ass time with that. So,
Sorry, what was that class?
True Circle of the Moon Druid.
Okay. I heard Circle of the Moo Druid.
I heard Circle of the Mood.
Mood.
Very popular on the internet. Circle of the Mood.
I was just thinking,
these good berries are so mood.
I will say my favorite D&D class that is not charisma based. I really like the Artificer that I've been playing.
Those are fun.
Because like one of the fun things about Artificers is you're supposed to do it where all of your magic is, it's not magic necessarily, it's like inventions you have, and it's just like, it's fun coming up with random shit for that. Like I feel bad because I keep raising this hand while I talk and giving Randy the Mike Wazowski treatment. So I apologize for that. But no, I love my druid or my artificer and like just coming up with like, okay, well, if I am casting Enlarge Person on the Warforged, it's like I've installed these things on their body, so they just go into like this juggernaut mode. It's really fun.
Also, what's fun playing, for me playing the cleric, is also there's good himbo possibilities with non-charisma characters too.
I mean, I build all of my characters with charisma.
All of my
It's
characters
true.
are charisma whores. I'm playing a swashbuckler in Pathfinder and when I say I'm playing a swashbuckler in Pathfinder who's a charisma whore, I could be referring to two different characters.
At least.
No, I mean of the games I'm actively
Okay,
currently playing.
I meant historically, because there's a... historically, that's a lot.
I don't think we even want to get into the history of our D&D characters.
The hard part about playing Reese, we were doing a Demon the Fallen game, and the hard thing about playing that character was he was not a charisma whore, and
Yeah, you're still playing him like he is.
That's just me.
Yeah.
I'm a charisma whore.
You are.
None of us in real life junks that charisma.
No, that's just not how it is. Okay, so other questions we have. These questions are from Tram the Ram. This question is going to be more directed towards me. But what sport do you think needs serious revamping to make it interesting, and what would you suggest? I don't know if anyone else has other thoughts on that.
Some, but it just sports. Honestly, I honestly think if we were to change football to like Australian, to the Australian version of football, where they could like climb and jump off of each other to kick the ball. If you haven't looked up Australian football, and I don't mean soccer, but Australian
rules football, yeah.
Yeah, Australian rules football.
Fun.
It's fucking bonkers and amazing.
And also, honestly, that would probably deal with one of my main issues with football right now, too, in the college and professional and really high school sphere as well, which is that it feels super fucking unethical for these, this sport is based off of doing some really significant damage to these people.
Concussions.
Yeah.
Before the age of 18, let's give kids like 3 to 5 concussions.
Before the fucking age of 16.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up. And part of that is because American football has a lot of focus on protective gear that protects the body from bruising and breaking, but there's nothing you can do about the brain. You can't. It's just jelly thing in your fucking skull that bounces off your skull every time you get thrown around. And
if you have one concussion, your likelihood of getting more concussions goes up exponentially with each successive concussion that you get. So if you already get one, as I'm a circus artist, I don't know if Devin said that in this introduction.
I think I said it earlier, but yeah, on the first previous one.
That's actually one thing that we actually have to be really careful of is concussion and coming back to training after having a concussion, because of the fact that if you do a drop wrong, if you hit if you mistime something, you can concuss yourself again easier each successive time.
Yeah, they're super serious about keeping people out after they've had concussions.
Yeah, they should be.
Yeah.
And so inflicting this on children, I think, is wrong, and I think also American football's boring. I'm sorry to say it, but American football is boring.
American football is boring. Arena football or indoor football is more interesting because it is like on a smaller field, more fast-paced, but also still dangerous. I feel like the answers to this are a lot more of a downer than the question may have intended. So I'm also going to say...
glitter!
What? What the fuck from either of you? No, cut. Nope. I'm calling you off. I'm cutting both of you off. Major League Baseball should use
glitter.
Vintage. No, not glitter, because that shit gets everywhere and it doesn't go away.
So football,
vintage baseball rules.
Baseball, okay.
Because you do things like underhanded pitching, the baseman can't go more than like 2 steps away from their base, so it's really interesting. You've got, instead of a shortstop, you've got the rover who can just move around everywhere. You use a different ball, you use a different type of bat. It's a lot softer, hits a lot more differently. If a ball bounces and you catch it after it's bounced one time, it's still an out. When you cross the plate, the first thing you have to do, you don't go to the dugout, you go to the scorekeeper's table and you put your hand on the scorekeeper's table and you say, I hereby register that I scored that run. Also, if you talk crap during the game, the umpire could be like, I'm charging you a 25-cent fine.
It also means Devin wears cute knickers and knee-high socks.
It's true.
I played catcher, or behinder is the name of the term. Behinder is a pitcher, and the behinder, you're the person behind the plate. And basically I was there to like just make small talk with the umpire. I'm sorry. The judge? Is he? No, it's not the judge. What's the term?
Well, don't you have to wear a nice frock coat too if you're the judge or something like that?
Yes, if you are the, I don't think it's the judge. I can't remember the name because I may be drunk.
Maybe.
Umpire. It's something, but whatever the umpire, like you dress nicely, like there's no taunting. It's a really fun game. If you want to Google vintage baseball Conan O'Brien, he did a video about it like 20 years ago that was hilarious. It's great. Next question. What?
Also, bring back small basketball shorts. Short shorts for basketball. Bring those back. Long shorts suck.
All right, I'll allow it. What fantasy food item would you love to try?
Oh,
sweet rolls from Skyrim.
Fucking all right, sweet rolls from Skyrim.
This is hard. There's so much.
Lambus bread.
What about like elven wines?
Elven
wines.
Actually, no. You know what?
Blood wine.
You know what? If I am going to get a fantasy, I mean, because like Star Trek is technically sci-fi. If I'm going to get a source of, I saw that. If I'm going to get a source of food from a fantasy setting, I'm just gonna hire a fucking halfling chef because yeah.
Devin's drunk.
Also, like how all of us too said when we said halfling chef, we're like,
oh yeah. No, I mean, who wouldn't hire halflings to cook your food?
Also, along with that, for those of you who've played the Monster Hunter games, anything made in specifically Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Iceborne, the food in that looks phenomenal. Like, because it's just huge platters and breads and gratins, and it just looks so delicious. And yes, those are things that you can make in real life, but it looks better in the video game. It makes me really happy in my soul. I really want it.
Did Babish do a video about those?
Possibly.
I want to say Binging with Babish did an episode.
Also anything in Link and Zelda Breath of the Wild that Link makes also looks really good. But there's also Brian David Gilbert also did a YouTube series on the food from Breath of the Wild.
That's the next question.
Next question. What fantasy animal would you bring to reality if you could?
Oh, owlbear. 100% owlbear.
Owlbear? They're gonna fucking murder people.
No, you domesticate them and they're so cute.
Hold on. Okay, you keep talking.
Owlbears are so cute. They're the big fluffy feathery heads. And the burrs.
I mean, can I have
adorable.
the baby vampire bats from Van Helsing?
Those
I'll
are
accept
adorable.
Okay. Owlbear is an intelligence of 3. I'll accept it as a domesticatable animal.
They can be domesticated.
All right.
It'd be, as much issues it would bring to the world, I think bringing dragons would be kind of cool.
I was gonna say, yeah, like dragons, or I mean,
it's a good go-to answer.
It's a
like-
good go-to
like-
answer, but owlbear is my real answer.
like fairy dragons, like little ones that fly around. They would
Or
be
floofs.
adorable and great.
I would love to have a floof.
Do you mean a flump?
Flump. Floof.
Flump?
A little
Yes.
like floating
Fluffle?
jellyfish things.
Yes, they're
Flump.
adorable. I didn't know this was floof. And they only speak their own language.
Blink corgi.
Okay, what else?
Chocobo.
Chocobos
Blink
and
corgis.
blink corgis.
Blink corgis.
Blink corgis.
Actually, any blink breed of dog.
I mean,
Honestly.
blink breed of dog, yes, but specifically blink corgis.
But they're all
because
blink
they were
good boys.
used in what was that podcast that Serena was on?
I'm blanking right now. Rat something? No.
Dungeon Rats.
Dungeon Rats.
Yes, Dungeon Rats. One of Morgan's previous coworkers was on a gaming podcast called Dungeon Rats, and at one point they're trying to catch a blink corgi, and it's fucking adorable. Yeah.
Next question.
Next question. All right. Okay. What soda flavor that sounds crazy do you think? Oh, this question is from Dual Personality. The next two questions are: what soda flavor that sounds crazy do you think would work? The first thing comes to mind to me.
Thrashed apple?
I mean, Thrashed Apple Mountain Dew. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched the video I posted, but it's good.
But
If you have, that's what I just drank, and it was amazing.
If you haven't watched it, you should go watch it. Our soda reviews that we're apparently doing now.
Yeah. What I always think of is, when you were a kid, and by you, I of course mean the general you, but mainly me, and you would just like do a suicide where you like got different flavors. The end result frequently would be like a bubblegum flavored thing. I don't remember how you made it. I know that it had a lot of root beer in it, but it was good. Bubblegum flavored soda, maybe. But that's probably something that Jones Soda has done now that I think about it. So I guess that was just a long digression that didn't come to an answer. So
it's hard. This question's hard because Jones Soda's done so many weird flavors that seem to work, and that's like, oh, has this or is this a Jones flavor?
Yeah, and if not Jones Soda, then seltzer, like sparkling water, has gotten very fancy with its flavors. So like I recently had like a ginger peach soda that was delicious, but like a seltzer, it's like sugar free.
Yeah,
it was super
ginger peach
flavored
in
water,
the next room.
carbonated water, whatever. So I would really like a super delicious like chai tea soda.
Chai tea soda would be
Because I actually my favorite thing to do when I go to Payway is put black chai tea into Coca-Cola. It kind of kills the sweetness, the sweetness of the Coke kind of balances out the chai tea, so I don't have to have sugar to it. But then it kind of kills the carbonation a little bit because but it's really good. It's a delicious mix of spices.
Nice. Mine is something I used to do. I figured out when I was a server for Olive Garden very briefly, and I needed coffee, but I wanted iced coffee, but I also wanted something with bubbles because I love me soda, and also sometimes I can't have the sugar, so it's like I just need the carbonation. So is what I call coffee soda, and not sweetened. I just take black coffee and soda water and put them together, and it sounds really weird.
I think there's an Italian thing like that, though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that there is
but the seltzer sweetens the coffee a little bit, and it brings out the sweetness of the black coffee and takes away the bitterness.
It actually might be the salts in the seltzer. I don't know.
I find it tasty. I'm a black coffee drinker, so you can call me a psychopath, whatever. But I like black coffee, and I hate sugary coffee.
Randy, statistically, I'm not going to say Randy doesn't have a soul.
You own it.
I am going to say that Randy has previously traded away some of his soul for nachos.
For nachos.
For, like, Denny's nachos. Randy...
College was weird, okay?
We all make mistakes.
I forgot about the nachos. Doesn't Beth own part of it?
Beth owns part of them as well, yes.
Yeah.
It's you, Beth. I think for a wedding gift, you gave my husband a little bit of my soul.
Yes.
Probably. That sounds like something you would do. Yeah.
But I also am just a slut for nachos, so...
Okay, next question.
And the next question, again, from Dual Personality. What's the best 90s cartoon theme song? Oh. There is one correct answer to this. I will let other people go first.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee. I mean, it's the X-Men.
I don't even... Oh.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Right. I mean, like it's okay. I feel like
it gets me every time.
As a theme goes, it's not necessarily the most memorable. But
I heard cartoon, not cartoon. Gotcha. I have caught up.
Is the Gummy Bears theme song also, is that 80s or 90s?
That's 80s.
Okay.
Wait, are we going 90s?
We're going 90s. The question is 90s.
Oh.
I mean, Animaniacs also slaps.
Actually, I'm gonna check to make sure when. No, that one actually. Now that I think about it,
bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Great adventures without compare.
We are the Gummy Bears.
Or there's Chip 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 and Dale.
Rescue Rangers.
Okay. First off. Okay, I'm sorry. If you're going to do the Chip and Dale's Rescue Ranger one, you have to start at the beginning where sometimes some crimes go slipping through the cracks, but these two gumshoes are picking up the slack. There's no case too big, no case too small. If you need help, just call Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. Yeah, but again, I think that one technically might be 80s.
Okay, fine.
Tailspin also was really good, too.
Tailspin was good, too.
Spin it!
Early 90s cartoons were just so good. Because there's also, like, if you want to go non-catchy, but the Batman animated series actually had a really iconic
the Batman
sound.
Beyond one too,
and also then Gargoyles has a very iconic theme song too that puts you right in the mood that you need to be for Gargoyles. Yeah. Which, if you guys haven't rewatched Gargoyles holds the fuck up.
Yeah, it is good.
It's so good. I love Gargoyles.
I will say Goliath, that I was going to say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but then I realized that's technically 80s.
That is 80s.
Ninja Turtles.
Pinky and the Brain.
Or Pinky
also,
and
Animaniacs
the Brain.
in general. Yeah. Both Pinky and the Brain and Animaniacs.
The other's really insane. Good. Yeah, Pinky and the Brain, Animaniacs, Tiny Toon Adventures. Those are all pretty good, yeah.
God, the 90s were
Darkwing Duck.
Oh.
When there's trouble, just call DW. Darkwing Duck.
Rocko's Modern Life, too.
Dangerous. Yeah, yeah.
Doug
was okay, yeah. Doug was, yeah.
If you can't tell, we all grew up in the 90s and are nerds and love cartoons.
Did Danny Elfman actually do the Batman?
I think so, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think we actually answered the question, but we gave a lot of answers. and
we sang for you all.
We sang.
So get it while I'm drunk.
That's what she said?
Listen, the only time I sing for people is when I'm decently drunk, okay?
That's fair.
Or in a really long car trip with you.
That's true.
All right.
Buffy, the musical soundtrack has been belted.
That's different. That's different. That doesn't care. That's not the same thing.
And also, legally obligated, anyone who takes a car trip with me has to listen and sing along to the Buffy musical.
That's a very strange legal precedent.
It is. It is, but I hired the lawyers.
Did you?
I did.
Okay. 3 quick questions we're going to answer very quickly. We're going to go through them quickly. From Libreform, thank you for your questions. What is the least important part of the average person's day? Work, sleep, or leisure time? Morgan, work, sleep, or leisure time? Least important. Randy?
Work.
Work is the least important. Sleep is very important. It keeps you from going crazy, or so I hear. I haven't experienced sleep, but...
What else do we got?
Leisure time. Leisure time is also good. What is a food a lot of people dislike that you would argue in favor of? Morgan.
Oh.
Pineapple on pizza.
Pineapple on pizza. Randy.
Oh, give me a thought because I have multiple thoughts. I need it.
Pick one. Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts. You like roast them in the oven. They are fucking delicious.
Okay, I have one.
Okay.
That's very specific to Randy's. Very specific to Randy's. That I didn't realize was a bad thing, and I didn't realize was a thing, and then
this is a lot of lead-in for a quick answer, Randy.
It's a quick answer.
Spam?
Not spam. Kraft singles, onions, bread, in the microwave, melted, delicious. I was a latchkey kid, so...
Okay, all right. We'll allow it. And if you could change one non-physical aspect of yourself, like your short-term memory, what would you change? This one is a tough one. I mean, it's a very kind of a deep question. Your voice?
That's non-physical. That's physical.
No, I don't think so. I'll allow it as non-physical. I like your voice.
I would just like a slightly different, better voice.
Okay. Randy, thoughts?
No one likes their own voice.
That is true. I don't like my voice, and a lot of people tell me
as a circus artist, I have a lot of...
Non-physical.
I know, but can my joints just be a little bit more mobile?
No, your joints are physical. You're going to pick on voice for physical and then try and pick your joints?
I just want them to your back and shoulders.
Did you see?
I'm drunk. Okay. That's not helping my ADHD.
Maybe your ability to answer questions faster.
Neurodivergence, bitch. Okay,
Maybe that should be your answer.
Honestly, if we're gonna go super honest, probably not having the major depressive disorder, the general anxiety disorder, and the ADHD.
Yeah, I mean that would be.
I think all of us would like to get rid
of
those.
Technically, yes. I was going to skip past that because a lot of that is technically
Also, that's too much of a real
tied
answer.
tied to your brain chemistry.
That's too much of a real answer.
Way to be a downer on your answer, Andy.
I gave a fun one first.
But it was physical.
We're cheating.
If Randy could choose one thing that they would change about themselves, it would be their ability to answer this question correctly.
I mean, my ability to do anything correctly would be amazing.
It would be Randy's ability to give us a straight answer. He can't do anything straight.
Yeah, but he's not straight.
Cannot.
For myself, I would say...
I can give you a gay answer, though.
I would say my memory to be better. And I would give examples of why that needs to happen, except I can't. I think that is all of our questions.
I mean, I had one.
Oh, did you have a question? What was the question? Sorry.
I had a question from Dual Personality about if we could go... What band would we like to go see live?
Is this going... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's just what band do you want to go see?
Okay, because I was like, is it like bands that are currently or of all time?
I'm gonna go with of all time because I've already seen bands that I have seen the V Nation how many times, and they're the one band I want to see all the time.
Like they're always such a good show.
Like I'm still upset that I didn't go get to see the orchestra version that they did a few years ago. The orchestra tour.
And that's what not doing of all time. It's like, yeah, we could go see, like, if I wanted to go see Nightwish, I could go see Nightwish, like, 'cause that's one of my favorite bands. So yeah, I like the all time.
Okay, so all time.
I would love to have seen Queen with Freddie Mercury.
Here we are, born to be kings. We're the princes of the universe. That was gonna be my answer too. Queen would be amazing.
Sorry, I've been watching way too much Highlander right now because I'm doing a TikTok series about Highlander.
Is that really possible?
No, it's not possible to watch too much Highlander, but I've been watching a lot of it lately, so I really have that song in my head. So
yeah.
I would like to see the Doors.
Ooh.
Because I've been listening to more Doors lately, and it's like I really like how fucking weird their music is.
I've heard, but honestly,
I know Jim Morrison might have been an asshole, but still.
Doors are not that great as a main act. The Doors are better for opening.
Okay, I can see it. Oh.
I was like, I knew he was going.
I walked into that.
I knew he was going somewhere. I knew he was going somewhere.
Angry. So angry.
You should know.
I should know better.
You should know
If
they make all the puns.
If anyone beats me at puns, it's Devin.
Except for last night when I won.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That was Morgan had the best pun. I'm gonna include this as our closing statement.
It killed. It's like
because we're playing D&D and building characters.
And I would like to say that they started teasing me because I was having a hard time picking a character name.
Yeah. So we're like so
we
what character? What's your character name? And then like Morgan got distracted, and so it was
distracted with other things and trying to fix other shit on my character sheet. And then I was trying to look up like dragon names and think of a good dragonborn name.
Yeah, so Morgan's playing a Dragonborn, and is finally like, okay, well, I've decided on my character name. I'm going to be Vern. And we're like, okay, all right, great, okay, great.
And then I was like, well, are you going to ask why?
No, you need to say the full sentence.
No, she wants one of us to say the sentence.
Yeah, because that's what I did. That is literally what I did. I said, aren't you going to ask why?
We're like, why Vern?
It was so good.
It was really
It was
good.
so
It
good.
was really good. Anyway, it's been 34 minutes and 9 seconds, so we're going to wrap this shit up. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for the money you're going to send us after this. Remember, every donation that you send us, you will get if it's over a $75 donation, you will get a thank you letter from PBS and a tote bag commemorating your donation.
No,
no, if people send us $75, I will get them a tote bag.
All right, that's fine. fine. I can do the screen printing.
Yeah, no, I mean we'll do that
That just
if that
reminds me
works
of
out.
going, and you too for just cents per day, 25 cents per day.
I
can
mean-
sponsor us.
No. We want dollars.
$1
That is 25
per
cents.
day.
I
Per
was gonna
day.
say, if
That adds
somebody
up.
actually sends us $75, I'll send them one of my really nice dice bags that I make.
If you send us $75, we will send you a dice bag. And yeah.
That's how
We will
Patreons get started.
catch you later, Internet. Have a good night. Or morning.
Bye.
Or afternoon. Whatever time it is, I hope you enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Nope, that didn't stop recording.